name's Mark Cain. I'm a musician. I have instruments that I've made and created and perform with.
My name's Paul Tanner. I'm a freelance percussionist based in Perth. I do a lot of work with the West Australian Symphony Orchestra and a bit of teaching around town. Mark and I have been working together for Musica Viva probably for about 30 years now.
What have you got there, Paul?
This I can play. We just bring the thongs in, did we? I can play this with thongs. So this is something Mark has built, and it's called a thongaphone. You'll get a chance, some of you will get a chance to play this later.
This is a Musica Viva tour, and it's designed around bringing musicians like Paul and I and groups into remote area schools, and this is something Musica Viva does very well.
Now Roland, here, look at this. These are the Roland Hills.
We've had no phone coverage and no internet for the whole week, and you know, that's 1 week for us, and itching to get back to that connection. But for us to come out here, I think it's just absolutely essential if we want people to say we're a fair country.
The remoteness is a real disadvantage in one sense. In other senses, it's got its absolute charms. And when you go out to remote communities, we bring something that's very unique, but we also experience something that's pretty unique.
We've toured a lot of WA together and in other formats. But I think this is my first time in Meekatharra and Wiluna. Wiluna was a little voyage of discovery, and Leinster.
They don't get a lot of music here. It's sort of sometimes there's a bit more than other times. At the moment we don't have a dedicated music teacher. So having that come as a music thing, introducing a lot of them to music in a different way, making their own instruments, introducing them to different instruments.
We're exposing the kids to music and the varieties of music that are out there and some of the more creative elements of music and instrument making.
I noticed that there was a lot of children that were totally engaged and very interested, especially in the homemade instruments. They thought they were amazing.
We made the little straw oboe, what I call a straw bow, which is, you can't get much more simple instrument than the straw bow.
Wiluna was a fantastic school to work in, and just really feeling like you're doing something worthwhile and getting them incredibly excited and switched on and opening their minds to new things.
The guys brought in examples of instruments from other countries. The kids love things from other places. Everything's all exotic to them, so that just added to a really good experience.
I felt like it was teetering, you know, it was on that edge of like, was it going to work, was it not going to work? But somehow, we just persevering through it and hanging in there and letting them, not pushing the workshop too much to shape it too much, but letting it sort of find its own level.
Watching kids who have a lot of things to not be joyous about coming into class, and even if you do happen to get somebody who's closed in and withdrawn, they'll still be there, and they don't want to leave. They tend to hang around. They might be in the background, but generally most of them are hankering to get up and join in.
What was great about today's activity was that it seemed to be quite organic. It was very responsive to what the kids brought to this room, and I think as a group they produced something wonderful.
If you can create a spark that kids think, oh, you know, I want to do that more, then I think you've created something special.